Can you hear me, chat? Tell me if you can hear me. Yay! Let's try that again. I think that from the last time I was live on this channel, I changed microphones, and for some reason my scenes did not save it. Yay! Does it sound okay? We sound good? I'm so glad. Well, hello, everybody. It is good to see you. If you came along on the raid, thank you for, you know, braving the dark chat while I was gone. And if you came because you saw that It Gets Better going live notification, you're cool. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome in. We're going to be cozy today. I've got coffee, delicious coffee, and we're going to play The Sims, which I personally haven't played in like a month, so it's very exciting. We're going to be hanging out in Create a Sim today, creating some queer Sims, telling some queer stories, checking out all of the new inclusive additions to the base game. We've got top surgery top surgery scars, medical wearables. I'm excited to flex my creativity and create some Sims with all of you today. And I'm really, really looking forward to having some wonderful queer chats. If you don't know me already, my name is lilasfox. I use they, them pronouns, and I am absolutely delighted, honored, thrilled to be an ambassador for It Gets Better Project and have the honor to come on this channel regularly and create content over here. And it is just so excited to be here hanging out. Hi, Selkie. Good to see you. Welcome in. So many familiar faces in the chat. If you are, if this is your first time here and you'd like to introduce yourself, or if you don't know me already, please feel free. If you want to just lurk and enjoy your Sunday and take in the chats and the cozy vibes, that's good too. However you're showing up today, we're glad that you're here, and it's just an honor to be here. So welcome in, everybody. I thought before we would flip over to playing The Sims, we would chit chat for a little bit over here in just chatting. It's been a minute since I've been on the channel. So I thought a little bit of time just sort of chatting and having a bit of coffee. This is only my second cup of coffee of the day. And it's already noon for me where I live. And so that's kind of an unspeakable horror. We journeyed together. Raid never happened. Did it not flop you over here? I think I saw you all. If you actually wandered here by yourselves, I'm very impressed. If you were not delivered here and you all came anyways, I'm very, very proud of you. You should be really proud. That's really exciting. It did bring you over? Okay, good. Also, if you don't know, this is my cat Moon. One of these days, I think that I need to get It Gets Better to create a little camera for Moon so that we could have a Moon cam over here. But that's my three-legged cat in the back snoozing by the fire. Very, very cozy. Actually, Twitch in general has been having some weird things with raids lately. I think a lot of people have been not being included as raids go from one channel to another, so it could have been that as well. Yeah, it's a little odd. But either way, however you got here, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so excited to hang out. I was live over on my channel just before we came over here, which is what we're talking about. And we were having some really great conversations that I'd love to continue about queerness, about labels. Thank you so much for subbing to It Gets Better Project, Isla. Using your Prime sub here, that means so much. And I think Child, I think I saw you also resubbed, right? You're amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for the subs to It Gets Better Project. We were having some really wonderful conversations about queerness, identity, how our labels change, how you can have conversations with people about like what you like being called versus what you don't like being called. Like we were talking a little bit about like gendered titles like king and queen versus things like folks and y'all. We were talking about dude, and just kind of talking about how we want to sort of make it more normalized to ask people and have it be just like a normal part of getting to know somebody, and also making it room for those things to change over time. Because I don't know about you, but I change a lot. What I like being called changes a lot. My identity changes a lot. I am very fluid. And so yeah, it's going to change, you know? It's one of the joys of getting to know me. It's always an adventure. My name is Jade and my pronouns are they, them. I followed from Lilas's channel. Oh my gosh, Jade, it's so good to have you. If anybody else wants to introduce yourself with your pronouns, we have a pronoun redemption in this place, but we could also just take this excuse to share our pronouns and see how delightfully varied this beautiful community is, if you'd like to. Like I said, I'm Lilas. I use they, them pronouns. And I'm just so over the moon to be here hanging out with you. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, please feel free. I was thinking spaghetti for breakfast. That is genius. I feel that pasta is honestly such a good, delicious food that it should be brought into breakfast. That made me think of the like pasta, the spaghetti with maple syrup thing from the Elf movies. And maybe that's taking it too far. Is that taking it too far? Is there such a thing as going too far? I don't know. Maybe I need to try it. Oh, we've got so many wonderful people in the chat. Herb, Herbie, Sai. Do you say it's Sai, Herbie? Because I love that. That's beautiful. I've never seen that one before from you. Pasta is good any time of the day. They, them, but they, she in public. That's another thing we were talking about too, is like how your identity labels, your pronouns, a lot of different ways that you sort of describe yourself can change based on the environment that you're in, or the people that you're around, and how that's valid too. So we were having really good convos. We're gonna continue to have them here, and while we do that, we're gonna make some really exquisite Sims. So if you didn't know this already, The Sims 4 recently announced and put out an update for the base game, which is now free to play, by the way. So if you've never played The Sims, you can get the base game and play it for free, which is amazing. But they announced an update where they added top surgery scars and medical wearables. And they also said that that is the first of many updates like this to come. And so the game in general has been working over the last couple of years, I've noticed, to be even more inclusive, putting representation at like the top of the list of things that they're working on. And it has been a real delight to see and to make content with. So I haven't had the opportunity to really explore the base game update myself or make any Sims with it. So I thought we would do that today. It wouldn't be me if any of you regularly watch me over on my channel. I play a lot of cozy games and I love modding them. So it wouldn't be me if I didn't also have some custom content and mods for us to play with. So, you know, while we check out the base game updates, we'll also have some fun custom content to play with while we make our very attractive and cute queer Sims today. So I'm very excited to play with y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Should we swap on over and get started with that? Let me get the game open. And we can start talking about the update and also just like all of the beautiful things that are queerness. Let me get this up. I didn't know those were the updates. Yeah, they announced them a couple weeks ago, and I haven't had the chance to play with them myself, so I'm so excited to. Hi, sweet assassin. It's good to see you. I normally go by Anna online, pronounced like Anna from Frozen, and every pronoun but he, him is fine, and I'd rather not have nicknames like Princess or Honey. Thank you so much for telling us that mythology. Also, somewhere I saw Herbie talking more about Psy. It's from my favorite Final Fantasy character, Cygnus, which has helped me explore gender, and I'm thinking of changing my IRL name to Cygnus. Okay, this is a really good segue, actually. Thank you for this segue, Harry. I want to know from anybody in the chat, if, you know, no pressure if you're just lurking. I know lots of people like to lurk and just enjoy the vibes on a Sunday, but if you do feel like chatting today, I would love to hear from you. If there has been any game, doesn't have to be The Sims, any game that you have played that helped you figure out any aspect of your identity or queerness. For me, the answer is definitely yes. There has been many. And I think The Sims is definitely one of them for me. I remember, I have vivid memories, very vivid memories of playing The Sims and being able to make a lesbian household, like 2 women marrying, like adopting a kid, doing their like basic life things. And this was so contrary to what I like, to the messages I was getting from my family, who, like, my family often made it seem like to be queer was to have a harder life, filled with like angst and stress, and then I'm over here playing The Sims and fantasizing about having a wife and kids and the picket fence, you know. My personal desires for what I want for myself have evolved since then, but like the fact that I could do that in The Sims was huge. And so I remember The Sims being one of the first games that gave me that, right? Queer joy, exactly. Stardew is also really good for that, for sure. But I think what gets me the most with games, and being able to have a game let me discover things about myself, is when that game gives you the chance to create characters. Do you agree with that? Like, I have played games where like a already existing character has a queer story, and that's great. But for me, that kind of reminds me more of the like representation that you get from watching like a show or a movie. It's still great. It's still important. I love it. But there is something about being able to create a version of yourself without any limitations other than like whatever the limitations are of the graphics or the game, and like have that be a part of your exploration. So for example, not The Sims, but I remember that I played Mass Effect. Did any of you play Mass Effect? It's a pew pew game. It's a sci-fi pew pew game where you get to create a character. So I created a version of me that got to like explore my gender and my sexuality in that game, because I was able to customize my character in a certain way. It had binary gender, but like you could customize enough where you could pretend it didn't exist, you know? And then I was also able to engage in like relationships with other characters. So I was able to like create a version of myself that could like fly through this like space in a in a ship, romancing a lesbian alien, and just like, it was beautiful. And it definitely gave me like a better understanding of who I was. Used to imagine character designs. I was reading a book today where all members of a specific royal family were addressed as Your Grace in court, and titles like Prince are used more in a utilitarian way. Your Grace instead of, oh, interesting. I'm now laughing about how, I feel like in a lot of queer spaces, things like king, prince, queen are used in almost like genderless ways. We were talking earlier on my channel about how people have varying levels of comfort with that. And you should always make sure that somebody is comfortable before just like automatically assuming that they view those titles as genderless like you do. But because I like those terms for myself and I like playing with those terms and queering those terms, I'm now imagining a scenario where I call somebody Your Grace and it's making me laugh. Like swapping like yes queen with like yes Your Grace is just, it's doing funny things in my brain. Oh goodness. The way I've been able to explore gender, even if it's still binary, in Final Fantasy with making my own character as a version of myself has helped me. So one thing that I've noticed is that like when you can explore gender expression even within like binary systems in games, it's kind of like how you play in our life, right? Like it is getting better, but very much so, like we still live in a very gendered society, right? And there are these structures that we have to queer or play with or subvert in order to like exist as non-binary people or trans people or just queer people in general. And so doing that in a game with a binary structure is really not that different, than exploring that in real life. So it does actually like work kind of well, in my opinion. Not that I think we should be doing binary gender in games anymore, but like, I don't think of it as a barrier myself, as long as you can play with, expression in the game and have enough representation. 2 years ago, I made a mask version of myself as a sim, and you're getting teary and then immediately shutting your laptop and you're like, I'm not unpacking this now. I'm so proud of you for unpacking it. I'm going to start creating a sim. Let's see. What I like to do when I'm creating like a sim that isn't me or a specific character is just sort of like randomize until I get somebody that I vibe with, and then making them from there. I think I'd like to start by making a trans man today. Does that sound good? Does everybody, because we have the top surgery scars that I'd like to explore. So I was thinking we could start by making a trans man. And then we'll see where we go from there. Stan's like with my Bun Boy Final Fantasy character. Yeah, no, there's something amazing about being able to create a version of yourself and be like, this is just for fun. Like, just for fun, I want to see what I look like with a beard. And then all of a sudden you're feeling like emotions and you're feeling things. And then it's suddenly like, should I explore this IRL? Like, I think that is a really common experience. Is this new hair? I don't think I've ever seen this cute little pony. Is that new? Or have I just never used it? I love how we're having... This is what I love about our streams together on this channel or mine. We're always like playing a game and also having really important and fun or deep conversations. And it'll always be paused to be like, is this new hair? Tempe, hello. It's good to see you. Life is Strange. Will you believe that I've never played those games? I feel like people are always surprised by that. I feel like this might be somebody that we want to start with. No, I don't know. We'll find that hair again. We'll see. Hi, Sulky. Good to see you. Welcome in. But yeah, there's something about like using games to play and then suddenly you're like, okay, this kind of feels real. The face swap. Oh my gosh. Yes. I do remember that. And I actually have some friends that had similar experiences to that. I feel like I want to go with this person. I feel like they're giving me good vibes. I think this is a good place to start. Yeah, I have definitely had friends that had a similar experience to that Medusa. One thing that got me excited in The Sims was being able to make a lesbian couple in which one could, yes, oh my God, Misha, yes, you're 100% right. That's a relatively, I think that's a relatively new addition. Like when I say new, I mean like I think like the last like 2 years. Does anybody remember when they added that? Am I right that that's a new addition? I feel like it is. And I think it's such an important one because it opens up the ability for you to, number one, just like do genetics and have like, and not have to do adoption. Like you could just have genetics, but it also opens up the ability for like gender to be in no way dictated by genitals, and like you can still like have all of that representation that unlocks. And I just love that. I remember I stumbled on that organically without knowing about it. And it was because there was this one character. I'm not gonna remember her name. I think she's from Island Living. Does anybody know the trans character in Island Living? I like this person bald. I always make them bald. I always start with bald. Right? They have a pretty face. That's why I was drawn to them. I think we can really make a very wonderful sim with this character. I have so many skin mods, so I'm just gonna go through a couple to decide which one I like the best. I think this one is like, I like the warmth of this one. Gosh, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, what was I saying? It was important. Does anybody remember? Oh no, I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. Trans character in Island Living. Thank you so much. Anyway, I was playing as a character and I started romancing her just because I saw her and thought she was pretty, like in the world. And they woohooed and became pregnant. And I was like, what? And that's how I genuinely stumbled on it. And after that, I looked into it even more. Hi, Hells. It's good to see you. Hi, Casper. I'm so glad that you were able to follow. So the streams on this channel are not so scheduled. I mean, they're scheduled, but they're not like on a consistent schedule that you would know. The best way to know when there is content happening over on It Gets Better Project is to make sure you're following and that you have notifications on. And I would recommend running here anytime you see any of the ambassadors live or any of the other content that happens in this space, because it is truly incredible. And I always learn things when I'm here. But I myself, most of the time, this month is weird, but from now until for the next couple of months, I will be live over here the first Sunday of the month. So if you're looking for me over here, it's the first Sunday of the month for the next couple of months. But it's good to see you, Helen. Welcome in. Let's see, which I thought I had some eye presets. Oh, I do. Yes. I think, so the eye presets always look funny until you resize them. But I think I like this one. Before I do anything else, let me put on my little face, my face updater. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. Now I have to romance them. Wait, the trans character in Island Living, I wish I remembered her name. I'm so bad with names in general. But I was genuinely so shocked by that. And then I looked into it and I was like, and I noticed that there were a lot of characters like that. And even characters like who have no ability to either impregnate or become pregnant. And I think that that's such an important thing. And like the ability to play with that is amazing. That character. Okay, so let's see. I don't actually know if I ended up liking these eyes. I think I might have liked the other ones better. Maybe these. Hang on. Let me go into detail mode and see if I can play with these a bit. Not me forgetting how to rotate an eye. So maybe not in detail mode. Oh, here it is. I was like, why can't I rotate these? Leah, how is that her name? Misha, thank you so much for looking into that. That is not at all what I would have remembered her name being. So I'm glad that I didn't try to think of it. Because I would never, ever have thought of that being the name. Hi, Ashley. It's so good to see you. I hope you're having the best Sunday so far. Welcome in. But yeah, I remember when I encountered her, I was like so impressed that The Sims had added that. And then I went down a whole rabbit hole of like finding out that was something that like they intentionally added and the reason behind it and how that would like really impact the kinds of characters that I could create. And I absolutely love that. Speed, I'm so sorry. I don't know why you're having trouble with following. You should be able to literally just click the little heart on the video, on the stream. If you're having trouble with that, it would be a Twitch issue. So I'm sorry about that. How are you doing, Ashley? I hope you're having a good Sunday. Okay, I think I like these eyes. I think that they're pretty. I'm not so sure. Speed. I don't have the same ability to track follows on this channel as when I'm on my own. So I won't be able to confirm for you. I'm sorry. Okay, so we are making... a piece of my jade plant fell to the ground. We are making a character. What I did was whenever I'm making characters that I just want to have or create a story about, or I'm not making anybody specific, I just kind of go through the randomizer until I find somebody that I vibe with, and then from there I see if I want to like customize them and create a character. And so we were just kind of scrolling through. I saw this person and I wanted to use them to base a trans man character. And one of the reasons that we chose that particular identity is because Twitch Sims just recently, over the last couple of weeks, added top surgery scars to the base game, which is a huge deal. People who mod the game, use custom content, they've had the ability to add that for a while because mods have had that ability. But now everybody, whether they play on console, PC, have that ability to add that detail to the game, which I think is truly amazing and will really, really go a long way in having people be able to experiment and play with identities, whether it's something that they want to, like, whether it's identities that they are thinking about for themselves, or they just want to learn more about identities and play with queer identities and, like, you know, have their friends represented. It just adds to what you can do in the game, and I think makes it really, really special. It's your favorite game, Life is Strange, very queer and sapphic and tells stories in a beautiful way. Yeah, I think I've heard so many people have told me that I would absolutely love the series. I need to make it a priority and finally play them. I'm having a hard time deciding on eyebrows. Which is always the problem for me. Maybe we'll skip to something else. Let's pick a hair so that we have a general idea of where we're going with this. But yeah, I definitely would love to play that one. I've heard from a lot of people. Every time I ask that question of, like, has a game ever made you think differently about your identity or helped you explore your identity. Every single time I ask that question in various places, I always have people mention that game. So I am excited to finally play it one of these days. Me IRL having a hard time deciding on eyebrows. Don't you wish that you could change your hair and like face and things as easily as you can in The Sims? Right now I'm growing out my hair from like a very short cut. And I'm not even sure that when I get to the length that I'm going for, if I'm gonna like it, because I don't know if I'm gonna feel dysphoric from it. So I could be going through all of this of growing out my hair for just to get to the hair length that I'm trying to get to and decide that I don't like it. Whereas like if I could just wave a magic wand and have the hair that I want, it would be so much better. I want to try to find that pony that we had. Where was that ponytail? I guess the reason I've never used it is because I've never seen it. I downloaded this hair. This is not for this character, but I downloaded this hair for another character that I'm using in a legacy. And I just think it's the most glorious, well done mod I've seen in a long time. I tried growing my bangs out for months and then hated it and cut them again. I think that happens with bangs a lot. I've definitely heard from a lot of people that's like their experience with bangs. Where is that pony? Is it maybe not a masculine hair? Could that be the problem? Let me see if I can find it. I would love to change it. Your hairstyle and color, right? I know. Oh, goodness. Where is... Oh, here it is. Wait, is this it? Is that the same one? Why do I feel like that's a different one? Misha, I have that problem too. So honestly, I don't know. Like what I want to do is grow it to like here and then have kind of like a wolf cut, like a very short one. And in theory, I love the idea, but I don't know how I'm actually going to feel once I have it. So it could be that I get that cut and then instantly go back to really short hair. I don't know. It looks the same. Maybe it's just the color makes it look different. Oh, I kind of like that one too. Oh, I kind of like this one with the undercut. Such a sucker for an undercut. So it is a different one. Let me keep looking. There's so many options. It's overwhelming. Like, it's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have, but it's overwhelming. Maybe that was one of my... You know what? I wonder if that was one of my custom content. I love this one. This does not fit this particular character, but I absolutely love this hair. No, it's not. All right, so I think what we'll do is I want to do that. I think I liked that undercut one. Feels like a pretty good and affirming cut. So let's go back to masculine. I think it was up here somewhere. Where did it go? Where did it go? So for me, one thing that's interesting with me is that I feel pretty good if my hair is really short or really long. Where I run into issues is in the middle. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. Is that like a common thing? I'm really not sure. Oh, wait, there's a little bun. Oh, wait, I kind of like this bun. Maybe we'll go with this. I kind of like that. I don't know what happened to the eyebrows. I kind of like this hair. But yeah, for me, if my hair is really long, or if it's really short, I'm good. The middle is a little bit hard for me to figure out. Take care, Helen. Always good to see you. That's your hair right now. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see with this. I think I'm gonna choose different eyebrows though, if we go with this hair. I think, oh, these, hang on. I think we might be able to make these work for what I want. Do, 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 do. Maybe these? Potentially. I need to get back into playing The Sims again, but once I'm in CS, there's no getting me out. That's me too. That's why I didn't even plan to do anything else with you today other than this. Hi, Viz. Good to see you. Welcome in. If you're new to this space, welcome. I'm Lilis. It is my honor to be hanging out on the It Gets Better Project channel today. It is a space that I absolutely love. I spend a lot of time here watching all of the different creators who go live and create amazing content. And today we're just kind of having a cozy Sunday and making beautiful queer characters in The Sims. Thank you, Satanist. I needed that reminder. And while we do that, we're just kind of talking about various things like queer representation in games and how that has helped us discover ourselves. Ooh, I like these. And also just, you know, various topics relating to our own queerness and things. I myself identify as a non-binary lesbian, so a lot of my particular ideas about like fluidity and the way that like I express my gender are very particular to that. And for me, having the ability to play with that in games has been instrumental in discovering myself. I know that's partially probably because I have played games for a very long time as escape and as comfort. But I do believe that there is something special about games that makes exploring your identity all the better. Maybe it's that like play component. I don't know if anyone has any thoughts on why games in particular, more so than like shows and things. I think for me, it's the fact that you can put yourself in it and that you're playing that makes a difference. I don't mind the face, but the neck. Oh yeah, when your hair, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but when I'm like hanging out and talking to you, I feel like I play with this part of my hair a lot. And it's because it's touching my neck and it's bothering me. So obviously I agree that that's kind of a problem. I actually really like this character's nose already, so I don't think I'm going to touch it other than maybe to move it down slightly. But I think that the random nose that it gave us is really lovely. So I think we're just going to keep it. And I think I'm good with the face. I do want to look at our skin details and see if there's anything we want to add. Controlling the narrative and expressing yourself creatively in game rather than consuming media. I mean, I think that that's why fan art is a thing, right? Fan art and fanfic a lot of, and I think this is why in particular in queer communities, you see that as a thing, because you can consume a story that has maybe representation or decent representation, but there's something about taking control of that story and adding even more queerness or inserting yourself into it or telling specifically queer stories from queer creators. There's something about that makes it all the better and all the more exciting. Like, I guarantee you that there's a bunch of you here who consume that kind of stuff, right? Like, how many of us like reading fanfic, consume a lot of fan art? Like, I specifically, like, one of the main reasons I go on Twitter these days is to consume fan art from Genshin Impact, right? Which is a perfect example of a game that's not really that overtly queer. Does not really have that much overt queer representation, but is definitely in the hands of the community made queer. I don't know what it is about me, but I like giving all of my characters dark circles under their eyes. I think it's because I have them. So hopefully you're not like, why did you just do that? I don't know. I just think it makes them look better. Hi, Whisper. Good to see you. But yeah, there's something about adding dark circles. Yes, about fanfic and fan art. Exactly. For me, gaming is so important because where I live, almost everyone is homophobic and I'm non-binary. Viz, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I actually have the same, I have a similar experience right now. I went from living in Manhattan, New York, which was obviously a fairly affirming place to be a queer person. Not always, not everywhere, not always, but overall there was a lot of queer community there. There were a lot of queer spaces there, and I very much enjoyed that. And then I moved somewhere else that is completely the opposite. There's a lot of homophobia around here. There's not as many queer spaces. It's just like overall, I kind of like the little gap tooth. It's just overall not as queer of a place. And from that, I have found the importance of like online queer communities, but also fictional queer spaces and communities and stories. Because when you're surrounded by so much that is not in line with like who you are and your values, having the ability to submerge yourself, immerse yourself in spaces and fiction and games that do explore queerness in a positive way, it can be life-saving, life-changing. I tend to feel like my avatar is a bit me. Yeah. So I can unapologetically look as non-binary as I'd like. No matter yeah, absolutely. I feel that a lot, Jantine. I feel that a lot. I mean, I think for me personally, I work on unpacking a lot of like, what does a non-binary person look like? And what have I been sold and told is androgyny? And I think working on unpacking these things for myself and unlearning a lot of that has helped me understand who I am and my gender identity and my expression in a healthy way. Like, you do not need to look a certain way to be non-binary. You do not need to have a certain body to be non-binary. You do not need to do anything. And I know you know that, but I think, you know, just sort of, I have to say like that I've had to unlearn a lot of that myself. One of my favorite non-game ways is P-Cruise. Child, yes. Oh my God, you're right. That is such a good one. Any time that you can play with like customizing in a safe environment where you can just do it online without anyone not necessarily knowing about it or watching, I think is so hugely impactful. Okay, so we have our hair. I love our little our little bun. Do we want to do some facial hair? I feel like we should. Yeah, picroos are very fun. And I feel like a lot of queer creators make them, so they often have a lot of queer representation and options. I kind of like this like light. What do you think of this light beard? I like this. I'm into that. I love making characters with these mustaches, but I don't think that that's the vibe of this particular character. We'll go with this. The stubble is hot, right? I know. Honestly, this is a very good looking character we have made. I'm very impressed with us so far. Do we want to, I don't think I want to mess with hats yet, but piercings are always good. Maybe gauges? What do we think? Is that kind of a vibe? Should we do this or a septum piercing? Which one? I don't want to do both. I guess we could do both. Actually, maybe we'll do both. Both is kind of a vibe. It's kind of a vibe. Septum. Do you not like the gauges? I think whether we keep these will depend on the outfit. We'll see what outfit we got. Now let me get out of masculine for a second. I'm a sucker for a septum. Both is good. So I always add this no matter who I'm creating, because, and this is something I learned from one of my friends, and then tone it down. It adds a little bit of life to the skin mod, in my opinion. Like, it's not like I'm giving this character blush. It's just giving a little bit of depth to the skin. I've been into having gauges on characters in The Sims, which is a fun way to try things out. Yeah, it's a fun way to do something like that I wouldn't necessarily do myself, right? Which is kind of what we've been talking about this whole time, right? Okay, I love this character that we made so far. I think that they look amazing. And we created their face in like record time, which for me, that was like record timing. Granted, it was maybe an hour, but like we definitely did a good job making that so fast. Okay, so what they added to the base game, a little while back, actually, they added body hair, which was really exciting. And you can put the body hair on all characters. It's not related to whether they have like the masculine build or the feminine build. Anybody can have the body hair, and you can easily change and customize it by color. You can have bright pink body hair if you want, which is awesome. And it's not just legs. You can also have it on the back and the chest. It's a running joke that all trans masks have septum piercings. Honestly, I would say like queer people in general. I feel like I know so many queer people that have septum piercings. Like I'm ready to do a poll. How many of you have a septum? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a septum piercing. I'm trying to test something. Or if you want one. 2 if you want one. 1 if you have one. 2 if you want one. All right, let's see. So let's work on the body before we continue customizing. I think so. There's so much you can do with the bodies. You can like toggle like this. You can also do like, there's body presets, which I've been working on my custom content So I don't know. I think these are originally in the game. I have some cool body presets that I think are not, they're not, I don't have them downloaded at the moment. But I'm okay with the character we were given and just sort of like messing with them a bit. Not every queer has a septum, but everyone who does is queer in jest. I feel you there. I feel you there. That's so funny. Hi, Gnome. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I feel like anytime I'm talking about like queer culture being related to certain aesthetics or clothes or jewelry, I always do it with like the caveat that like I'm not being completely serious, you know, like this is, you know, it's just, you don't have to have these things to be queer, like it, you know, and there's so many ways to express your queerness, but there are certain things where I'm like, an awful lot of the queer people I know do this. Maybe this is a thing. Do we want to make this character muscular or not so much? I think I want them to be a little soft. Still working up the courage. So I will say, actually, and I'm like kind of a baby. I don't know if that's obvious, but I'm kind of a baby. I found that my septum was my least painful and most easily healed piercing that I've had. I've had both nostrils done. I've had like everything possible in my ears done. And of all of that, I found the septum to be the best. Soft masks, right? I know, that's what I was thinking. So let's see, where do we find, do you think, the top surgery scars? Probably under body scars. So this is all the stuff from the werewolf pack. Oh, here they are. Oh, they're perfect. Oh, I love them. Do they change with your skin tone? I'm curious. They do. Oh, I like them. They did such a good job. I think they did such a good job. I need to find a new piercer. Oh, yeah. I'm also, I'm so allergic to nickel. I'm allergic to a lot of metals. It's kind of weird. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's definitely a thing. I think I want to get rid of the chest hair and just do tummy hair. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, it comes. Oh, I see. They're together. I think the chest and the tummy hair are together. Oh, wait, no, that's... I want more of the tummy hair. Do they have a nippleless option? That is such a good question. I don't think so. I'm only seeing the one. Something that they should add, though. I think that would be a really good way to add additional options. Unless, is there, no. I was thinking maybe there's options under it. Bye, Katie. Take care. Enjoy the day. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's always good to have you. But yeah, that would be really great for them to add. I know that they have expressed very much that they are looking to expand on what they've added here. Like, for example, the medical wearables. Right now, these are their options. And I know that they have said that they wanted to add more than this. I appreciate the arm scars. Yeah, there's that they added as part of the werewolf stuff. But it does have other options, like other uses for it, obviously. So these are this is the options they have for the medical wearables. which I know that they've mentioned wanting to add additional stuff to this as well. So this is this is feedback that they want to hear. So being able to let them know that like maybe a nipple-less option would be good to have here, I think is stuff that they would like to know for sure. What are these? Oh, these are leg scars, right? They're bite marks. But yeah, that's a really good point, Viz, that even the arm scars, I mean, these are large, but that is a good point as well. Prosthetics. Yeah, I think I've heard other people ask for that as well. I think that the other thing that I saw commonly asked for was like limb differences and things. So there's a lot that people have been asking for. I don't have a lot to compare to since the only piercings I have are my lows and helix, but I imagine the septum to be more painful. I mean, I think it depends on who you are and your pain tolerance and stuff, but for me it was the easiest. Yes, I've heard that I've heard that they wanted to do that as well. I think the wheelchairs are definitely needed. Definitely needed. I think they've been needed for a long time. But this is a really good start. And like, you know what I like thinking about all the time is like, you know how I was talking about how I sort of discovered that feature where like you can toggle, and where that is up here, by the way. We were talking about this feature before, where you can toggle on whether or not somebody can become pregnant or get others pregnant or neither. And I stumbled on that organically in the game. And I just think about like little me, you know, coming on here and making a character and going in this to like body scars, right? And just literally looking around. And remember, this is a free to play game now, you know? So a lot of people have access to this game and can play it. And coming onto this and seeing represented in a game that I play something like top surgery scars or medical wearables, like that would make such a big difference in expanding the possibilities of what I could do or what my body can look like or how it could feel. I think that's what I can't get over. They did add binders. I think it works as a top. We have to find it. Does it work as a top? Oh, maybe under here. None of these are that. These are I got the Intimates kit. Vests? Does anybody know what category it's under? You should, Viz. I recommend it completely. Underwear. Oh, like this category? I don't know. I would think that it would be maybe tanks. Is this it? This might be it. Is this it? I feel like this might be it. It kind of looks like it. Is that it? Or am I just... This is it, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So I think this is a cool start. What I would like for what I'd like to see with binders is the ability to layer stuff over it. And also what I would love, and I don't know if this is I don't know the coding behind all this, right? Okay. So take this with a grain of salt, whatever. But what I would really love to see is if I had maybe the feminine build character, I would like the ability to put on a binder under an outfit and have that change how the breasts look for various outfits, right? Okay, so like I am a gender fluid non-binary person. There are some days where I feel more comfortable than others with my body. And there are some days where I wear a binder and there are some days where I don't. And I would love the ability to like have a functioning binder in the game where I could actually like go through and pick outfits and have that change on from time to time, you know? And I think that like having a binder that actually works, but I don't know, like, how does that work in code? I don't make games. I don't know if that's something that would be really hard to do. Noam, you're so funny. I know 3D modeling, and that would be easy to do from a 3D modeling perspective. I do think that they've made it clear that they're working on, like there's a limitation to things that they can do for The Sims 4. They are working on The Sims 5. They call it Project... I can no longer remember. I can no longer remember what they're actually calling it because it's, whatever it is so similar to Renesmee from Twilight. So when they said it, I considered it Project Renesmee, and I was about to confidently tell you that it's Project Renesmee, and then I was like, no, that's not it. Project Renee. But anyway, they're working on that, and they're getting a lot of feedback for that. And I know that they're working on making it a lot more inclusive in terms of like not being like so masculinity, femininity based, like with the models and stuff. But I think that there's a limit to what they can do for The Sims 4. I don't know if this is beyond that limit or not, but I would love a functioning binder. All of that is to say, I would love a functioning binder. Having a condition like a binder changing the way something is shouldn't be too difficult to code. I mean, because that would be so great, right? To have, I mean, maybe, so after we finish this character, why don't we make a gender fluid femme build character and see how we can play with the binder. But like, I feel like there's a limit to what we can do because it's basically just a shirt. It would be easier to make the body type change with different outfits. There's probably mods. Yes to everything. Hi, Mischief. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen mods that have that specific function. I actually would love, if anybody knows of one that does, I would love that because I would play with that. So I think these arms are a little too big for what we're creating here. I think that, okay, I think he looks great. I think he looks great. I did want to give him more tummy hair. I have a mod, I believe, for body hair. I think I have it under tattoos. That will give us what we want. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Because is this tied to all of it? I just wanted, oh wait, this is good. That's what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want all the chest hair, but I did want tummy hair. I'm certain it exists. Oh, that's amazing. Lumpy News mod has a function for it, and Pigeon Home has CC binders that flatten. Well, here's the thing. If mods can do it, doesn't that mean The Sims can do it? Aren't they working with the same code? Is that a logical thing to say? Right? I mean, if they can do it, can't The Sims do it in base game? Or is that not true? I mean, in my mind, they're working with the same thing, so why wouldn't they be able to do it? But I would love to see that. I would really love to see a workable, functioning binder in base game. I think that would be amazing. All right, so let's see. Outfits. I'm gonna go ahead and put on our masculine tag here for style. Where are we? 100% they can. They just didn't take the time to. Okay. Well, then maybe feedback that this is something we want, we'll make it come in a future update. Because I would love that. I mean, because it really only does so much for you having one that is just a shirt that you can't even layer, you know? Okay. So, you know what I was just thinking? I honestly feel like, actually, no, you know what? Never mind. Let's see, what kind of style does this character have? Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. I have a mod. Take care, Moons. Good to see you always. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Do you know how to download mods? Yes, I have a bunch. I have a lot of like custom content. I have less on today because I've been working on going through the ridiculous amount that I have and limiting it a bit. So what I did was I deleted everything and then worked on putting a few back for today. Because I just had so many and I needed to cut it down a little bit. But yeah, I do. Thank you for asking though. I do know how. It's doable in theory, but in practice, you have to integrate it into a huge code base. And that is a lot of work. So maybe that kind of goes with like, because what they kind of said about this update is this is just the start, right? They were very clear that like there's more coming, be excited, like keep telling us what you want. Oh my God, I have a version of this sweater with cows, IRL. Somebody gave me this for my birthday. Literally have a sweater just like that. I don't think this is this particular Sims style, but it is my style. But maybe that's something that is going to come. I would personally love to see it, and I would have a lot of fun making characters that use that. I think mod creators can make something that doesn't work 100% of the time. Whereas EA would have to make a lot more robust. I agree with that, especially something like this, because I know they take it really seriously and they want it to function well. So I fully agree with that. I think that like it's something that maybe they're working on and it's just going to take some time to get it right. Or maybe they didn't think about it and people asking for it will make them think about it. The non-binary trans masc gender fluid urge to wear a binder as a crop top. I mean, yeah, but like you can't even layer a shirt over it. At least currently. What is this outfit? Is this the style we're going for? I can't decide what kind of style this character has. I mean, they have, so we gave them like the gauges, which makes me want to give them kind of like an urban style. But then there's a part of me that personally loves like something like that with like very like preppy clothes. I don't know what it is, but there's something about me that just kind of, I love that. I just started playing again because of the cool clothes and actions. You're fine. Please don't feel any sort of hesitancy about asking questions. Are you asking where you download mods or where you download The Sims 4? If you're talking about mods, there's a lot of places that you can download. Oh, I forgot about this shirt. I love this shirt. I personally download a lot from Tumblr and Patreon. Looks like the functional mod coded it as leggings, so it could be layered. Genius. So smart. So smart. This is why it takes me like so long to make Sims and create a Sim, because I'm always so indecisive about their outfits. Okay, but I love this shirt. The mods, yeah. So I would go on, you can find a lot on Tumblr and Patreon. DMs. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, sure. Um, the moon, right? It's so good. I think we'll keep that. There's also like websites that have like, I think, what is the name of that site that has all the like Maxie's Match mods in like a collection? Is it literally called Maxie's Match? I can't remember the name. I don't know if anybody in chat knows, but there's like websites that collect mods and link to them where you can, you know, find a bunch as well. I'm gonna go on a quick BRB. I will be gone just a minute, and then I'll be back. Maxie's Match CC. Perfect. Thank you. I figured Gnome would know. Ooh, suspenders. I wonder if there is an outfit with suspenders, but I'm kind of vibing with this shirt. But yeah, I'm just gonna be back in a minute. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back, and we will continue making this sim. We need to think of a name for him. He needs a name, and I feel like we need to crowd generate this. So come up with your best options for a name for this lad and write them in the chat while I'm on break for a minute. I'll be back in just a minute. I have a reward for you, chat, for your patience. The little ham woke up. I think he thought that we were done. This is Moon. He has a tummy ache. I think actually he's feeling better today, but yesterday he had a tummy ache. So he's a little bit mushy. He's purring. He says hello. Go ahead, purr into the mic. You have to purr louder so that they can hear. We'll see if he'll go back and settle down. When I got up and left the room, he followed me. He was like, "Oh, we're done?" Get back into your bed. Good boy. We're still playing The Sims. Speaking of mods, I have a mod that makes it so that I can have a cat that looks like him. I have a mod that removes one of the legs of a cat, and I love that so much. Let me scroll up to the names that y'all were saying, because I saw some good ones, except for Pilk. Ooh, Aaron is good. Oliver, Joe, Griffin, Hank, Jimmy. Oh, I like the name Declan. I think I'm gonna pick Aaron. Aaron. Now, can I come up with something that is like Pilk but not Pilk? Actually, you know what? Let's do Griffin because somebody said Griffin, and I feel like, wait, am I spelling Griffin right? How do you spell Griffin? Is that right? Why does it look wrong to me? Griffen. Is that actually how you spell Griffin? Aaron Griffin? He, him. I don't know. Is that right? Somebody tell me. 2 eyes. 2 eyes. Oh, without an E. That's right. Gosh, it looks so weird to me. It looks so weird to me. But that's okay, cool. Aaron Griffin. I like that. It's a good name. It's a solid name. All right, let's get some pants on you. Let's get some pants on you. Oh, these are kind of cute. The cords. What is the Val? He's hot. I know he is. We did a good job on him. I kind of like these cuffed pants, but let's see what else we got. I feel like my game feels so empty without the like oodles and oodles of CC that I usually have on it. But it's also kind of nice to not have just like the wild amount that I had before. Kind of like these. Let's see, shoes. Maybe some nice boots? What do you think? Maybe these, but in a darker color? Or like a green? No, definitely not. Definitely not. These are, I'm not vibing with those. Oh, maybe like one of these kinds of shoes. Not these in particular, but like a loafer of some kind. No, I don't know. Or should we just go Doc Martens? Oh, these aren't bad. CC is custom content in this context. It can also mean closed caption. But in the context of playing The Sims, most likely people are talking about custom content. Like mods. Oh god, I'm torn on shoes. Honestly, I think we might do docs. They kind of work. Aren't there multiple docs then? Like if these came with this pack, isn't there the ones from the werewolf pack? Oh, these. Oh yeah, okay, let's do these. I like these better. In Stardew, it means community center. Can't you change the size of the feet too? I always forget that you can do that. Here we go. What do we think of this outfit? Does it suit him? Aaron Griffin? Are we happy with Aaron Griffin's general overview? I think he's really cute. I'm excited to play with him. We gotta add him to one of our stories. Now, I downloaded, look away, gnome, but I purchased the lingerie kit. What is it called? Simtimates or something? I had to, and I'm so curious if they added like I'm so curious what they added for it. So I think I want to just go to that kit and see. I did, yeah. I had to. I was into it. Is this from that? Or is this something else? Full body. Oh, maybe this is from that. Do you think? Or is that base game? Actually, oh no, this is that. This is from that. So we could give them this, which honestly shows off their scars in a lovely way. But I'm not sure this is their style. I'm not sure if this is his style, really, you know? So, I mean, we're not gonna have him wear this, but like the jump from the jump from this to this is a little severe, you know? This is more like I don't know, it's just not the style. So I think maybe we'll use the lingerie somewhat on another sim. Oh, these aren't bad. Cozy though, it is cozy. Stop. This is an actual from MeUndies? Do you all know the MeUndies brand? It says MeUndies here. I feel like they did a partnership with them. I didn't know that. Oh my God, the eggplant. The eggplant is hysterical. Do you think he's into memes? Maybe he's into memes and he would think that it would be funny to wear eggplant boxers, because I feel like he is. Now, you think he would have a t-shirt? Or do you think I feel like he wouldn't have a t-shirt. Aaron Griffin, meme lord. I feel like he would be really happy to walk around topless. Maybe that's me projecting, but like if I were able to have top surgery, I think I would walk around topless all the time. So I think I might be projecting here, but I think for sure if I was going to bed, I would be topless. Stop making a gorgeous trans man I'll crush on. Open shirt. I mean, yeah. It's just that I feel like this is not the stuff. Oh, wait. Why did they make them all so silky? There's something about the silky, like, pajamas that just don't fit him, in my opinion. Like, if this was like an open flannel or something, I think it would fit him better. If I could have top surgery, I would live topless. Same. Okay, I can't help but look at these and imagine the gorgeous sapphic queen that I could create. Which is why I bought that pack in the first place. But yeah, I don't feel like this fits him at all. So let me get out of kits. Is there another open shirt? I'm never wearing a shirt again. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Oh, this only works on the feminine body. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. We'll keep it simple. All right, let's see. So what outfit is this? Formal? I actually love the idea of giving him some sort of statement glasses for formal wear. What are these? I deleted the majority of my custom glasses. I think I might have deleted all of them though. So I don't actually know if I'm gonna want any of these. Let's see. These without the sunglass would be cute, but I think they only come as sunglasses. Oh wait, maybe these. Actually, I feel like we can make these work. In black. I feel like we can make those work for a formal outfit. Funny briefs and topless is good. Exactly. I'm gonna make sure I'll be able to have top surgery so I can live topless. Yeah. Oh God, the dream. The dream. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do for formal wear? I'm going to put masculine on because I just feel like, this character wants to wear masculine clothes. Oh, that's cute. I mean, it's not in that color. It's a little farmer, but maybe something like that. Oh my God, that emote is so good, Herbie. Do we want to go like really formal or just like, I like the like, I'm kind of casual at a form. Oh, this is nice though. Hang on. I kind of like the pink. Let me see what kind of pants we got with that. I feel like we could do something cute with this. Oh my God, those don't work together at all. Clipping disaster. Enjoy your lyric, Isla. End your shower. Ooh, I kind of like this. This would be so nice for like a spring wedding. The pink and the white together. Doesn't that make you feel like a beautiful spring wedding vibe? This is just me. This is just me wishing that it was spring right now. I'm like, oh, imagine a bouquet of peonies. I no longer like the glasses though. Let's get our piercings back. It's so funny. They don't let you have a septum in the formal wear. You have to unclick it. So if you're ever looking for the septum piercing and you can't find it in formal wear, that's why. Or the gauges. One of them you can't find in formal. Lovely, right? Yeah, I'm into it. There's a stark contrast between these two, but that's okay. We contain multitudes, right? Like, I feel like this outfit is so different than this, but I don't care. I like it. Oh, these are kind of cute. Oh my God, stop. These are cute. He looks so cute. There's something so gender about suits when you're not cis and when you are, but in a different way. Oh, I agree. I agree. Are these earbuds? Wait a minute. Weren't we just saying that? Wait a minute. How did I not realize that they had this? This is definitely... This is not an earbud. This is definitely for hearing. Am I wrong? Am I losing it? Did we not know this was here? I think I didn't realize because they weren't in medical wearables. So it's an accessory. They should be in the medical wearables. That's why we missed it. I thought, should we have, oh, we should give him that. Right? Let's give him that. Can he have both on? Wait, can he only have one? Why? Oh, it's because that one is specifically just one. I see. Let's give him that. But yeah, it should be in the medical wearables. I wonder why. Maybe because I think I understand why. I think it's because this is for the body, you know? So all of the categories here are for the body. Whereas like up here, this is for the head. But shouldn't it be in... They should just make a medical wearables category for the face instead of putting it in accessories. Because I didn't even know to go there. Oops. I didn't even know to go there. What happened to them? Here they are. Okay, cool. So let's add them to let's add them to our other outfit too. How do I... Here we go. Wait, does it make it so that you... Oh, you can't have the gauges. That stinks. So if you want to have these, you can't have any piercings? Yeah. So that would be a problem as to why it should be classified as something else. Yeah, they're gonna work on that, Gnome. Is that something you saw? I see. All right, well, I would rather let us try out the hearing aids than the gauges, in my opinion. So let's just use those instead. But where did they just go? Why can't I find them? Help. Why am I... Is it because I'm under masculine? Hello? Where are they? They have to be here. So I just want to change the color. One of them replied to a comment on Twitter about that. Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, and I also just didn't even realize they were here because they were not in the spot I expected to find them. So I was surprised. But why am I not seeing them now? What is going on? Am I just missing them, or why am I not able to find them? Oh, here they are. Okay. That was a me problem. Well, I mean, I'm still so happy that that's there because we were thinking that they weren't there. So I'm really glad to see that. It needs some work, but I'm glad to see that they like know that and they're working on it, because it would be really nice to be able to still have our gauges, but also have that. Well, he looks fantastic. I love that outfit. Let's start with our accessories. I should really, I have to re-download MCCC so that I can carry the accessories over. It's very annoying when you can't. Oh wait, there is a medical wear. Y'all, I'm losing my mind. It is a medical wearable. It's under that category. But it's under accessories. But okay. So it's under accessories, but it is under medical wearable. It's just not under medical wearable in skin details. But I think that that's because it's not a skin detail. Whereas like the ones that are here. So the ones that are here under skin details are actually like they're adding something to the skin. Whereas like these are adding just like an accessory to the ear. But it is under the category medical wearables, if anyone was wondering. Me making that exact face right now, mine. I totally missed that. You want us to keep the crop top? We can do that. We can totally do that. Let's just give, I feel like he would wear it in like a different color. Maybe I like the black one. I actually like this whole outfit. It's not bad. Let me get this septum piercing. Well, I'm so happy that was there because I don't know why. I just thought that they didn't have that. And it was because I just was not looking in the right places. I love men in crop tops. Me too. Love everybody in crop tops. I feel like everybody looks good in a crop top, in my opinion. What kind of shorts do we want? I think that he would rock these, like, these kinds. Or even pants. People in crop tops. Everybody looks good in a crop top. Oh, I kind of like it with the pants. Is there like a... Maybe these. Yes. Okay, I like these, but in like a different color. Like this. More crop tops to the people. Okay. So I think I'm gonna throw some sneakers on. Something like a running shoe. There we go. A running sneaker. Looking good. This is another thing I would love the ability to like layer with. I would really love to be able to layer over the crop top like a little hoodie or something. I think that they need to just add layering ability in general. Okay, so we got 3 outfits done. We actually got 4 outfits done because we have sleepwear, but we should, I mean, yeah, I don't take my septum out. I don't take my septum piercing out ever. So we'll put it in. And we'll definitely put in our medical wearables, which are now nice and easy to find now that I know that there's a category. Okay, so this is party. It's time to party. Start by putting these back on. But yeah, they really need the like the little checkbox that lets you carry the accessories over every outfit, because it is so annoying to add them in each time, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a fairly big game, Viz, and then also I think it depends a lot on your like specific internet and all of that other stuff. Hi Shadow, good to see you. Welcome in. What kind of partier are we? Are we the like Hawaiian shirt partier? We did decide that he is like kind of like a jokester and into memes. Again, am I projecting that I would go to a party with my shirt open like this if I had top surgery? Is this me projecting right now, or is this how this character would actually go? Probably not. I feel like we should give him something else. Ooh, this is kind of a vibe. Definitely open shirt. Oh, you want the open shirt? I was kind of vibing with the leather jacket though. What do you think? We can have 2 options, but I did want to try to make another sim as well. And I'll get stuck on the little details if I'm not careful. I wanted to make like a sapphic gender fluid queen as well as this delightful man. Pants. Let's see. Where did those corduroys go? Ooh, I kind of like these. I like these pants. Are you a leather jacket gay or a denim jacket gay? Both. We're both. And we slay as both. Okay, shoes. I'm tempted to just do Docs again. Ooh, we desperately need socks if we're gonna do that. Because this is looking a little funny. Oh, but they don't show. Oh, that's better. Maybe, maybe something like that? I mean, or is it better to have the skin? Maybe that's okay. So personally, sensory-wise, having the Doc Martens rub against my skin there would be enough for me to rip my shoes off. But I feel like maybe not everyone is that way. And he would be okay as long as as he was wearing socks underneath. So maybe we'll go with it. You don't like the pants? How come? What's wrong with them? I liked them. They had a little cuff moment. I don't like the rolled up pant legs look. Okay. I just feel like whenever I'm playing with masculine builds in The Sims, for some reason, the pants always look so bad with the boots. So I always go for a cuff, you know? Because I just feel like those don't, am I the only one that feels that way? Am I the only one? Am I the problem? Is it me? Because like I don't know. Are these the pants we used in the other one? They can wear anything and look good. It's true. These are the ones we used in the other one. A lot of those custom pants are clipping, so we can't use them. A nice pair of jeans. What about these? Leather? Full leather look? I can't find a base game pair of jeans. I have too many options. Here we go. These? Or do you not like the cuffs? Hi, Isla. What about these? Are these a good compromise? They're base game. There's a cuff, but it's not up. I like these. These? Okay. So the issue with the cuff was that it was too high. Not that there was a cuff in general. Kind of like the lighter denim. Okay, cool. Swimming. Let's do our septum and our medical wearables first. Perfect. And then figure out what our swimming outfit is. Is that really everyday wear? I mean, it's party. It would have been a party look. I don't know. I feel like the two, there was a little too much leather for my taste. Oh goodness. I don't want this necklace on. But I am into this. I'm into this tank top. It was for party wear, yeah. I like what we came up with though. And let's do some nice shorter ones. Maybe in pink? What do we think of this? Is this kind of a vibe? Is this kind of a vibe? Do I like car games? I mean, rarely do I stream anything like that because I like to stream comfy cozy games. When I'm playing games on my own, I will play maybe a horror game, but I'm kind of a baby. I'm a baby with like watching horror and consuming horror. So being like immersing myself into a horror game is probably a little hard for me. But there are definitely some that I do enjoy. So it depends on the game. What about this? Is this a vibe? Bringing back the pink? I do like watching horror streams. That's a good point. Yeah. I don't like, okay, so in a horror game or any game, that sensation of being chased, I feel all too much physically. Like, And in some ways I kind of like it, but there's like a line and it's hard to know where the line is between like enjoying the little bit of adrenaline and being triggered. So it's hard for me to find it where it's a nice balance. But like, for example, I could not play Little Nightmares. I loved watching Sulky play Little Nightmares, but I could not play Little Nightmares because there were too many things where like it was chasing you and it was bothering me. Like physically, I was feeling it. You'll never catch me playing it alone at night or even in the dark. I know. Okay, I like this. Wait, Gnome, are you saying you hate the outfit or are you saying you hate the feeling of being chased? I feel like you're probably saying you hate the feeling of being chased. I'm assuming you like that outfit. But let me know if you hate the outfit. Does the sim wax their chest? So in my mind, I was thinking of it more along the lines of like, they just have where is there an outfit where they have an easier time, their specific body has an easier time growing hair here and here than it does here and here. But if you want to think of it as they wax their chest, that works too. I love the adrenaline though. Yeah, the feeling of being chased is so hard. If there was a game you get chased by cute dogs. So we played the demo for Planet of Lana. And I feel like that game had some moments where you were being chased. And it was a nice balance for me, at least in the demo. I'll have to see how I feel when the actual game is released. But it was a nice balance between like soothing environment with occasional moments of adrenaline. And I feel like that was like a nice balance for me. But when it's constantly happening, it's too much for me. I used to feel that with Dead by Daylight. I used to play some Dead by Daylight. And I feel like I want to make their summer outfit very over the top, like pride outfit. But I started to feel like I was almost like being triggered by Dead by Daylight in some moments by the chasing. So I had a hard time fully enjoying it. I don't know, it's a funny balance. I also think it'll depend on the day. Like if I'm feeling pretty good overall, then I could probably get away with dealing with it more than other days, you know? I wish that they had this shirt in trans colors. No worries, Viz. Enjoy the game when you get it working. Thank you for hanging out. It was good to chat. I've heard that about the forest. You know what? Another game that I have to take it slowly because of that feeling, Subnautica. Have any of you ever played Subnautica? It's not like a horror game per se, but it definitely has that kind of a, like, it's definitely scary sometimes, especially if you're scared of underwater stuff. And there's a lot of moments where like some scary underwater creature will start chasing you. So I have to play that in little bursts, but I love that game. Kind of like this. And then maybe with some Birkenstocks? No, Converse. Yeah. This could be where that's what I was thinking. Like a pride parade outfit. That's exactly what I was thinking. I would like to give socks, but none of them. Oh wait, those go above. Okay, those work. Oh, they have, oh, that's for socks and sandals. I see. Maybe in gray. I'll do black. I watched my son play it. I've been trying to get my girlfriend to play it so I could watch her experience it. She hasn't done that yet. I really want her to, because I like, you know, when you love a game, especially like a kind of like a creepy game or something that has like those adrenaline moments, you can really enjoy watching other people play them. I definitely want her to play so I can watch. I loved the second one. I found the second one a lot less scary, actually. So if any of you like wanted to play Subnautica, but you were looking for one that was like a little bit less, there's an It Gets Better shirt. That's right. Oh my God. Well, let's wear this. The second one I found a lot less scary. I can't even really put my finger on why, but also, if I'm remembering correctly, I think the second one has lesbian representation. Am I right? Does the second Subnautica have lesbian rep? Okay, I'm into this. Let's do our sunglasses again. Let's get our medical wearables. Should we put on like special colored medical wearables for the Pride Parade? Trans color? This is kind of trans colored. I feel like he would do that. Realistically though, I feel like it's probably not something that you could do because it's probably expensive, but this is fictional. We're doing fictional stuff. Okay, and then I wanted sunglasses, our pink sunglasses. Wait. I forgot about these. Is this too much? It's a little much. Let's just do our regular ones. The main character is a lesbian woman of color. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was like confirmed that she was a lesbian, but I was like pretty sure. So that's really exciting. Okay, one more outfit. Wintertime coziness. Let's get our wonderful, hang on, before we do that, I'm just gonna get rid of all of that. I'm so glad we figured out that these were actually in a medical wearables category. This is a cute outfit already. It's really not bad. It doesn't strike me as like cozy though and warm enough. I want them to be cozy and warm for the winter. Oh, this summer fit. Yeah, it's so cute, right? I love it. The idea was that he was going to a pride parade. So I think it fits. Ooh, maybe this in like a black. Oh, not with the white underneath. This isn't bad. Are we having that somewhere else already? No, okay. Kind of wanted to do like a sweater though. Let's see. Oh, this is cute. Little pea coat. Oh, I like this one. Maybe in... This is cute. I like this one. I feel like I never wear this. I feel like I never use a lot of these sweaters. Oh, but there's like the leather. Is this more him? This might be more him. I kind of like it. Is it actually leather or just denim? I don't know. But it might be more him. Back to the pants. So why don't we... Let's pick shoes before we do that because, you know, the shoe issue is always real. How they how they fall. A nice snow boot would be good. Nothing too wild. Maybe these. These in like a brown would be kind of nice. And then we need obviously different pants. So let's see. How about I have such a hard time with like the masculine pants, getting them to look like I end up just putting them in the same pair of pants. Because like I just feel like so many of the pants do not fit well with the shoes. At least for my particular style. Kind of like this though. Do I have any? I think I got rid of all of my custom content that I had for scarves, but maybe we could give him a hat. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the scarves are not, I mean, a lot of the pants just like don't fit nice. So it's okay. We can wear the same ones. This is actually very cute. He looks really good in this like sage green color. Maybe we should incorporate that in another outfit. Should we give him a hat and another outfit? Maybe the party outfit could have a hat. Not that hat. Maybe like this? Oh my God, that sounds so good, Eli. I forgot about that. This has been making me want to play Sims again. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, I think I like the beanie. He just looks good in a beanie. All right, we did it. One sim done. Aaron Griffin, the absolutely handsome, stunning Aaron Griffin. Now let's see, what do we want to give him in terms of like personality? He is cool. 2 hours later, I've made one sim. What is wrong with us? I am so slow when it comes to making sims. I'm like, in the past, I've done like 4 hours of one sim. So I'm pretty impressed that I did this as quick as I did. You're gonna eat and play some Sims and get back to work later. Yeah, give yourself a reward. It's Sunday. Ooh, maybe athletic. Bodybuilder? Extreme sports? Maybe not. Do you want to give him bodybuilder aspiration? Actually, I don't know. It's a little intense. Deviance. He is a gorgeous man. Popularity, maybe? A comedian? I feel like I never make them comedians. Oh, I like the idea of him being a neighborhood confidant. This sim wants to provide all manner of advice to be a positive influence in the lives of their neighbors. That's a sweet one. I like imagine him as like a community man. I like that. I've never done that one before. What is that even from? Let's make him cheerful. I want him to be funny. So wait, instead of that, let's make him a goofball. He wants to find his soulmate. We should make Herbie next. Let's make him a goofball, self-assured, and a dog lover. What do you think? I have a crush. He is a neighborhood confidant, goofball, self-assured dog lover, which honestly, that means we should probably give him a dog, but I don't think that I should spend time making a dog right now. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a random dog. It will take 2 seconds. Somebody think of a dog name. Wait, this is a very cute dog. Let's just give him this dog. Done. I've never seen this dog before. It's so cute. What should we name the dog? Oh my God, let's name him Pixel. I know that you weren't saying that, Herbie, but I love the name Pixel for a dog. How cute is that? That is such a cute dog name. Pixel? Pixel is so cute. Okay, Pixel the dog. Done. Done. He has a dog. Pixel. I'm just gonna make another sim in the same family, just for convenience sake. And honestly, maybe this can be like a cute little queer household that we have. So add a new sim. So this sim, I was thinking we could make them gender fluid, to see to what extent with the current stuff that we have without mods, we can play with the binder and make somebody that feels sort of gender fluid. Maybe they're roommates. Exactly. That's what I mean. Like a queer little collective. So let's see how we can do that. But I'm going to start by randomizing a few times until I get somebody we vibe with. Well, she's beautiful. Me being like, we're going to randomize until we get someone. And the first person I see is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like we need to use this person. Okay. Easy. Let's start with how I always start, which is by deleting all the hair and stuff, so that we can like deal with their genetics before anything else. Maybe they were roommates. When I was a kid, I had a dog named Bear, and I called him Bearsy, which I just think is such a cute name for a dog. Okay, so we are working on making somebody gender fluid. I think what's going on with the eyelashes? Did I not get the eyelash mod that I used to have? I think I might have neglected to get that. Oh wait, is that? Oh, that's heterochromia. That's kind of cool. All right, so we're gonna have to deal with the eyelashes that come with the game because I think that I forgot to download my eyelash mod, which is fine. Let's put this on and then we can work on the rest. So let's do eyebrows. Ooh. So many nice ones. Maybe I feel like I use these on so many Sims because I just like how they look. But I kind of like these. Maybe that. We'll see. We'll see how we do with that. Honestly, she has such a nice face. I don't even know if I'm going to change too much about it. Except potentially the eyes. Oh, here we go. These eye presets are always so weird looking until I like change their size and stuff. It's a cute face already, right? I know. I feel like every time I try to use a preset of an eye, it looks so weird that I end up not being able to. Like just changing the eye is such a weird... Oh, these aren't bad. But I don't know if I have my eyelashes. So without the eyelashes, they might end up being eyelashless, which is not really the look that I'm going for. Can't remember where my eyelashes used to hang out. I thought that they were in Skin Details. So that's what's making me think that I didn't download them. None of these are eyelashes, right? No. So I think we're better off with the other ones because it's honestly weird to not have any eyelashes. Because I don't see any in this category. And then makeup. Might be with jewelry. Oh, maybe. Let's see. So it's definitely not in the makeup because I would... Yeah, no, it's makeup. And I didn't see it in accessories. I'll look in hats. Glasses. So the one that I used to use was in Skin Details and I loved it because you didn't have to put it on each outfit. So I think I just neglected to re-download it when I was messing with my CC. So what that tells me is that we should choose one that already has eyelashes. Otherwise, it's going to look a little weird, you know? Like, I think I just got rid of it. So I think we should probably, because I mean, it looks a little fun. They look a little funny without anything, right? This is better than no eyelashes, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree. These are kind of nice. We'll make them a little bigger. Those aren't bad. Let's see what color we make them. Ooh, the gray is kind of a nice color. Yeah, I think because I like I said, I was going through and trying to get rid of a bunch of CC. So the only way that I can do that is by taking it all out and then re-adding it, because otherwise I get too attached and overwhelmed. And I think I just neglected to add in my eyelashes, which is fine. You can still make a cutie. Okay. So I really do like the face. I think it's a cute face. I think I just want to like make it a little less scrunched. Maybe like that. Sometimes I feel like the default faces that you get are very like tiny little heads, you know? It was a long process. Yeah, it's something I've been slowly working on. All right, let's pick a hair and then I'll see if I'm happy with the rest of this. So I also wanted to, let's pick hair and then we'll take a look at skin tone. Now I have a bunch of custom hair that I've been wanting to try out. So let's see if there's one. Like I said, I have this one for another character that I'm working on for a legacy challenge, which I think is stunning hair. So this one's an option. But I also got these braids, which I also like. I think those are pretty. Which other ones should we use? I think we should have this person use she, they pronouns. Does that sound good to you? Or they, she? Where's the... I had like a half up style. Oh, here, this one. Which one do you like better? This one or the longer braids? For those of you who have like hung out for my legacy challenge, this one I found and was thinking we could use for Mars. The long braids. Okay. So we have a couple of different options for it. I think I liked the bun one. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good look. All right, so do we want to keep it black hair or do we want to go with a color? Oh my gosh, pink, pink is a lot. I think we'll just stick with black hair. It would look good on them, right? I know. That's who I was looking for, like CC for, which is when I got all that. All right, so let's see. Let me just take a look at skin tone and make sure that we're happy with what skin we have on. So what is currently on? Where is it? That? No. Where were we? Well, that's a nice one. Do you want to go with this one? Oh, put the braids in a different color? Let's see. I like the skin tone though. Where did the hair go? Like this color? Oh, that's nice. The lighter brown. That looks nice. I think I don't want to match the eyebrows though. Maybe like this. I think that looks nice. I can't believe that the like randomly generated Sims that we're getting today are all so good looking. Like we barely had to change anybody's genetics. Like we really barely ever had to change anything. I've only changed their eyes because I just am such in the habit of changing their eyes. Wish you could do rainbow braids. Oh, that would be so nice. No, I'm stuck with these. Rainbow braids would be cool though. For sure. Okay, so let me just check the rest of our like skin details options. Rainbow hair in general would be really nice. So I think I'm good with skin details. Why don't we cheek scars, eye scars, mouth scars, teeth? Teeth. We need to do teeth. I always love that. My two favorite teeth for all of my Sims is the one with the slightly larger two front teeth and the gap. I feel like whenever I'm picking teeth, it's always one of those two. Literally every time. Okay, so now let's do makeup. That's perfect. And then eyeliner. Do I think I don't have any of my like custom makeup. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I think this one looks fine. But yeah, I wish that they had more ability to make like fun hairstyles. There are some where it's sort of like there are certain base game hairstyles that add that ability to do like, where is that? Like these ones that like add the ability to do different colors, but I want that for like all hairstyles, you know, like one of these options up here. I think that would be fun. All right, so she's looking nice. Now let's do our outfit. And also maybe our body. Let me first take off our clothes so that we can see what's going on. I think, yeah, I didn't download my body presets, which is kind of annoying because I don't like the majority. I don't love a lot of these, but we'll just make them work for now. So we want to do the binder and see what we can do with it. And I think I remember it being under tank. Here it is. So did did it actually even do anything to her chest? I don't think that it did, right? Did it make any kind of difference? Maybe very slightly. So yeah, I mean, I would love it if they could put one on that actually makes a difference and that could be put on underneath outfits so that there could be some days where she's not wearing the binder and some days where she is. Because like right now, like I obviously can do this, but that's going to be every outfit is going to be impacted by that, you know? I mean, it's, you know, it's still cool that there's a binder, but like it would be really nice if you could have one that actually functioned. I think. But why don't we make an outfit around it just to try it out? Maybe one that's like this, and then we can have some pants and stuff. Let's see. Do we want to do like a skirt? Pants? So many options. So many options. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to do the lingerie. Hi, Dom. Good to see you. We are loving the new stuff. We were just doing this with the binder and talking about how we kind of wish the binder was more functional and could be used to like make an actual difference under outfits rather than just being basically a shirt. But we found the top surgery scars, the medical wearables. We have another character with hearing aids, which it took us a minute to find them, but we did find them. So yeah, definitely loving the updates. Why don't we do pants? And I'm just not sure. Oh, you know what? Something like this where it's like maybe they were wearing the binder underneath overalls but took it down. This is kind of cute. Kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I think the whole point is that it's exciting that it's in base game because it's not something that queer people have to go out of their way to find, and also it has a big impact just existing in the base of the game, which, you know, don't get me wrong, it has a big impact existing in the game whether or not it functions or not, but it would be even better if it functioned. But we were saying earlier that it could just be that it's something that they're working on, but it needs more work. Somebody made the really great point about how modders don't need it to function perfectly and it can have like issues, whereas something that the, you know, EA puts out has to actually work, you know, all the time. Not that mods don't work, but I thought that that was a good point as to why maybe they needed more time. I kind of like this with just like the casual Converse. I like this outfit. I would wear this. This is something I would wear. Let's see, accessories. Did we want to maybe give them some sort of like glasses or piercings? Since we weren't able to give our other character the gauges, maybe we want to give them the gauges. Let me see, where are those? Here. Do we like that? It would be nice to not have to download them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And also to be able to use them on like consoles and things. Yeah, I like that. What about glasses? I feel like I'm probably not going to want to do any of the glasses, but it's worth looking. a monocle. Do these come in like a... Oh, that's kind of cute. What do you think? Glasses or no glasses? I feel like the reason I want to use glasses is because it hides the lack of eyelashes. You won't notice them as much. I kind of like the glasses. Let's see. So we can do formal now. So maybe formal wear. Let's make formal wear a bit more femme. The glasses look great. Not this femme. That's a lot of makeup. Wow. That's a lot of makeup. Okay. Gauges. Ugh. See dresses. Wow. That's like gala worthy dress. I don't know if we're trying to be that dressed up. That's a look. Oh, maybe this in a darker. That's kind of nice. This is a pretty dress. And then maybe some heels or boots. No, heels. Boot heels. I don't know. This is where I'm projecting because as gender fluid as I am, I don't know if I would ever wear heels. So, but other people are not like that. So maybe, although, you know, these are better. Let's wear these. That's nice. They look so nice in this dress. What about a nice little necklace? Let's see. Pearls. What are these? Oh, it's like oh, what are those called? Is that a boutonniere? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that for the prom stuff? I totally missed that. That's right. I think that they have the one for the wrist too. How cute is that? A corsage. What is a boutonniere? Where did that come from in my brain? What is that? This is pretty. What would you do? Jaffo, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you asked. If you want to rephrase that. Because I for some reason, I'm not understanding what you're asking. But if you'd like to rephrase it, I'd be happy to answer. That's pretty. We'll do that. Oh my goodness. They keep wanting to give us this wild makeup. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put our glasses back on. If I could remember which ones they are. I think that they're these. The makeup is so funny. Some of the makeup that they like default to is just so outrageous. Let's do these. Perfect. Okay, so this is athletic. So why don't we do... I mean, we could do the binder again. Just to like... just to really get use out of this binder. Here it is. Oh, I just saw it. Maybe in a different color. Maybe that. Starry motif. Or just like a color. The boutonniere is what goes in the breast pocket. Oh, and the corsage is the wrist? Okay. I was like, I know. I know the word boutonniere must be related because it wouldn't have just come out of nowhere in my brain. It does flatten the chest. Wait, really? You noticed a difference? I flattened her chest. I don't see a difference between the two, like between different things. I like physically, genetically flattened her chest. That's all I could do. These are cool pants. I don't know if this is really athletic, but I like the pants. I was projecting. It's okay. We can imagine. We can imagine that it's functional. Look at this. We look like a trans flag. This is great. Perfect outfit. Maybe with some pink shoes. Yeah, there is. So we definitely know that there's multiple mods that you can download that have functional binders, which is awesome. But we would love to see functional binders added to base game, because then everybody could access it, and it would just be a lot more meaningful. So it's great that it's really great that you can get it through a mod, but it would be even better if it was functional from base game. Oh goodness. All right, so what outfit is this? Is this sleeping? Because I've been dying to get to the sleepwear. Okay, good, we're in sleepwear. I want to try out our new lingerie kit that I got. Console players would benefit so much. Yeah, and also just people who don't have access to modding or don't want to mod, you know? Okay, so let's look at the kit. Packs. Kits. So there's the MeUndies the MeUndies collab, which is pretty great. There's these. Kind of like this one. This is kind of cool. But honestly, that one is such a vibe. Ooh, it's so pretty in this color. I wonder if there's matching pants to it. Not pants, you know what I mean. Underwear. The under boob. I know, that's what I like about it. Oh, those are cute. Okay, so they definitely do have matching things. I think I like the idea of just having like casual bottoms though. But I'm curious, before we like pick that, I'm curious if there's like a full body outfit from the kit. Kits. Oh, there is. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. This is such a cute one. But I like this too. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, they're all nice. But I did like our little peekaboo bra. So I think I'm gonna go back to that, but those are all good options. And then I'm gonna see if I can pair these to sort of match what we have on the top. I don't know if I can. These come in some great colors. Oh, that's nice. Do those match? Not really. Maybe in a different color. Kind of like it with just the pink and the mauve. You know me, I'm a sucker for mauve. This is nice. It looks like nice, but also kind of casual. But yeah, I do like that undies with the open shirt look in general. Very cozy. Do we want some slippers? Let's do these. I think these come in like a tan or white. Maybe those. There we go. Perfect. We're cozy. We're comfy. Does anybody have a good name for this character as we get towards what is happening with this whole outfit? If anyone has any good ideas for a name, we thought pronouns would be she, they, and they are fairly gender fluid. So if anybody has a name that they would like us to use, I'm very down to hear. Oh, Jade is a pretty name. I have a friend named Jade. So I'm partial to that name. Oh, these are nice pants. We should use these. Love a burly mask sim with bunny slippers. I love it. Let me see. What do we got in terms of tops here? Fierce. Oh my goodness. Thank you for subbing to It Gets Better for 11 months. Oh my goodness. That is so many months. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. It's so nice to see so many friendly faces in the chat today. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I've had so much fun just sort of like looking through all of the different updates from the base game, and also just getting back into playing The Sims after a little bit of a time away. I really like this shirt. What shirt did this come in? Does anybody know what that symbol is? Ooh, Rain is a good name too. Juniper, Jade, Rain. I like Rain. But I think I'm gonna go with Jade just because I have a friend, Jade. Okay, I like this shirt. I think we're gonna go with, ooh, I like the green. Pan thinking of other words relating to the sky and precipitation. I see you. Jade P. Rain. Wait, I kind of like Jade Rain. Last name Rain. Jade Rain. Oops. I accidentally took a screenshot. Custom pronouns. She. Her. I think if we do it like that, it shows up as she, theirs. I don't remember how it shows up. We could always mess it up. We could always mess with it if we need to. I'm partial to Rain. It's my chosen middle name. It's a very nice one. Jade Rain is such a good name. I love it. Okay, let's pick some shoes. Have I been forgetting shoes? No, we've been good. Sometimes I forget shoes. Let's do maybe boots. Ooh, these are kind of nice. Not my allergies coming out of nowhere to mess with me right now. Maybe those? I don't know actually. Maybe Docs. Where did the Doc Martens go? Here we go. When in doubt, Doc Martens. Do we want to put our glasses back on and our earrings? Let's see. I like that we sort of have like an unplanned color scheme for this character. Like they definitely seem to wear a lot of like these like muted greens, which y'all know I'm a fan of. So I don't know. Do we want these like white pants though? Like maybe we want to make them a little darker. Wait, these are not the same pants. Where did these pants come from? Here. Maybe that. Perfect. We're looking good. Lilasfox instead of lilasfox. Oh my gosh. Well, it is fitting for the name Jade. You're right. Okay, so this is bathing suit attire. Why don't we get, should we include the binder yet again? Can we do the binder one more time? Actually, no, I kind of want to do something with the pizza. Never mind. I think the pizza needs to be involved. Is there? Oh, that's, wait a minute. I just remembered, didn't they add shapewear to the game? Not me like doing a tour and forgetting about very important things. I'm pretty sure this was added to base game recently. Shapewear. I'm pretty sure that was one of the additions. But we're going for pizza. We're gonna pretend this is a bathing suit. I feel like this was definitely just recently added as well. It's a new item. There we go. You can get it in a bunch of different colors. Again, I kind of wish it did something and that you could put it on under stuff, but it's still cool. But yeah, we have to go with the pizza bathing suit. It just, I needed to do it. I needed it. Let's get some sunglasses. Yellow to match the cheese. Yellow to match the cheese. I can't. Okay, and then do we want to have some sandals? Nah, we'll do our hot outfit. What is, I've never seen that dress before. The pizza makes me laugh. It's such a good collection. I have some MeUndies undies. I don't know if any of you do. But I'm like, it made me laugh to see them there. You know what I'm kind of into the idea of doing? Where? Oh, it's this kind of thing. I was thinking like maybe we could use this as a top. But wait, she would have to walk around without underwear on unless I have an accessory that will cover her, but I don't think I do. Yeah, no, that's this is not the look. So we'll have to think of something else. I mean, this is kind of the same effect, but that's like a knitted sweater. We don't want that in the middle of the summer. Let me get out of kits here and see what we've got for hot weather. Oh, this is, wait. Oh, nah, actually, never mind. I love MeUndies, right? They really do last. I agree. I wanted something that was like that shirt, but I mean, this one's from Custom, which I love this. I love this. I use this on so many of my Sims. Maybe we'll bring it out for Jade. The only thing is that it needs to be paired with high-waisted. So like it has to, no matter what we use, it has to be high-waisted. So let me see what we can find. Like that. I feel like this is one of my go-to summer outfits for my Sims, but honestly, Jade is kind of rocking it. Maybe we can give Jade the Birks. I love the outfit. Isn't it so cute? Yeah, I like it. Let's get our earrings on. Piercings. Let me get out of hot weather. There's certain categories where the gauges just like don't show up. Where is it? Okay, They're so hard to find sometimes. Okay, we don't need to wear glasses because it's hot weather. I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't like wearing glasses in the summer if I can get away with it. So last but not least, a cozy winter outfit. So let's get our gauge. There we go. And our glasses. Perfect. And now pick a cozy outfit. So let's see. Maybe there's something full body. Not. Oops, I meant to do cold weather. Content. No. Category. Cold weather. Perfect. I'm loving Jade's vibe. Me too. I'm so excited to have both of these Sims walking around in my worlds. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me while we make them, because they're both very, very cool. I love this. They added this outfit to, I think it was the werewolf pack. Yeah. And it's one of my favorites. It's very, very cute. If it came in like a greenish color, I would say it would be perfect for Jade, but I don't think it fits Jade's vibes fully. So let's look at regular tops. Maybe a turtleneck? Oh, I like this. I forgot about this sweater. Does this come in a green? Oh, it comes in that color though. I kind of like this. That's nice. And then maybe... Oh, that's cute. I think I have this converted for The Sims 2. Really? Oh my goodness. That's so cool. I think these like geometric patterns on the skirt. Kind of cool. Hi Pastel, good to see you. Yes, I am. Yes, I am a very proud ambassador for It Gets Better Project. How are you doing? It's good to see you. What do we think of this outfit for cold? I mean, it's technically probably a little chilly, but I think it's decent. If it's anything like the winter I'm having IRL, Jade will be fine. So let's look through the outfits. We've got outfit number 1, showing off the new binder. Outfit number 2. Another one with the binder because we we needed to flex the binder as many possible times as we could. And we got the trans shorts, which I love these shorts so much. This is me just wanting to use the new kit for lingerie. Oh, Mango, thank you so much. It's great to have you here. It's been so warm, right? I know. This is an outfit I would wear, which is probably me projecting onto this sim. Pizza outfit, bathing suit had to happen. Vibes. Jade is slaying. So let's see. What is Jade's aspiration? Serial romantic or finding a soulmate? Fortune, location. Fabulously filthy? I've never seen that one. What about... party animal, end of the world, jokester. I like the idea. I've never had a comedian sim. Why don't we have Jade become a comedian? I feel like that's fun. So if we're gonna be a comedian, why don't we also be... I mean, we already have a goofball, so let's not be a goofball. Let's be... outgoing. What a joke. Outgoing. Let's make them loyal just because I like that quality. And then let's also make them be creative. Outgoing, loyal, creative, on the path to being a famous comedian. I love it. And then if you missed it and you're just joining us, the other sim that we made today is Aaron Griffin. Aaron is a trans man. We were able to use the medical wearable hearing aids, and then also the new, what outfit? The new top surgery scars, which we're so excited to have. And Aaron is a neighborhood confidant, which I kind of thought of as like a community leader kind of thing. A goofball, which maybe that's how they became friends. Self-assured and dog lover. And then this is their dog. They're just roommates. They're not in a relationship. This is the dog, Pixel. And those are the Sims that we made. And somehow I managed to make 2 Sims in 3 hours, which I think is kind of a record for me. So I'm pretty impressed with myself. I had so much fun though, checking out the new stuff in the base game. Hopefully we actually saw it all. We also saw the shapewear that they added, and I think that that's it, right? So is it just, not just, but you know what I mean, the top surgery scars, the 2 different kinds of medical wearables. So there's the accessories for the hearing aids, and then there's all of the ones that are included in the body medical wearables. And then there's the shapewear and the binder. I think that's everything. A CAS speed run. I think that that's everything. You know what's one thing that I would love? And I don't think that they do this for anything, but I think it would be really cool if when you hovered over an option, it told you what it was. For people who are less familiar, like to know, like, what is this and why is it there kind of thing. Like even over the hearing aids, like having it say that it's a hearing aid, having it say that it's a binder, having it say that it's shapewear. I feel like that would be really nice to be able to like actually have it say that, but it doesn't say that for anything. So they'd have to add it for everything. So maybe that's too big of an ask, but there's something about me that just wants it to say that. I think that would be kind of cool, especially for some of this stuff that maybe is like not known to everybody, you know? But overall, I'm so excited that all of this stuff was added to the base game. I had so much fun making these 2 cuties today. The random generating really did us really nicely today. That is not always the case. Sometimes when I click and randomly go through like the Sims, I get very wild genetics. But today we got 2 very beautiful Sims that I'm proud to add to my own legacy file. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. We had such great conversations. We checked out a bunch of new stuff in the Sims CAS. We created 2 really awesome Sims. I had a great time. The next time I'll be live over here on It Gets Better is the next first Sunday of March. I'm really excited for that. And I will also be live on my own channel tomorrow morning. If you'd like to join us over there, we do a lot of this same stuff, hanging out, playing cozy games, chatting queer things, and just existing as our queer selves. But I'd love to send you on a raid. So let me see if any other It Gets Better project ambassadors are live where we could go and spread a little bit of joy and a little bit of love. Thank you so much for spending the time with me today. It was a delight and an honor. So let me see who's live where we could go for the afternoon. Hang on, let me just make it so that I can see. Give me a second. Hi, Lubin. Good to see you always. Enjoy the rest of your day. The Sims is not letting me quit. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me see who's live. A fellow ambassador has to be live, so let me see. Hello, Twitch? Thank y'all so much. It was an honor. It was so, so fun. I'm not me trying to rate It Gets Better. Sean is live. Let's go say hi to Sean. I'll start the raid. So let's go and say hello to the wonderful Sean, fellow It Gets Better ambassador. It looks like Sean is playing Overwatch 2, so that should be a great time. Let's go send some love over to Sean. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't already followed It Gets Better, please, please do. You won't regret it. The content here is chef's kiss amazing, filled with wonderful people doing wonderful things. And make sure you keep up with It Gets Better Project on Twitter and TikTok. They have a wonderful TikTok to see all of the incredible initiatives that they've got going on here. I spend so much time hanging out here in the chat and just vibing and learning and loving. So join me. And I'll see you all pretty soon because March, the first Sunday of March will be here before we know it. So bye, everybody. Take care. Thank you so much for hanging out and have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday.